Hello everyone, welcome to MotorOctane Live. How is it going with everyone? लॉकडाउन कैसे चल रहा है और आप कौन से सिटी से हो? डू लेट अस नो, वील बी मोर देन हैप्पी टू सपोर्ट यू विद योर क्वेश्चंस टुडे. आज हमारे साथ ज्वाइन करने वाले हैं द सीईओ एट महिंद्रा एंड महिंद्रा, विजय नाकरा. तो हम उन्हें लेने वाले हैं with us in very short time. In fact, we've already put in a request. Good to see so many people coming in, more people joining in. Hi Vijay, how are you?
Hi Rachit, all well. How are you? So good to see you.
Same here. It feels good to connect, but unfortunately we stay in the same city, और हम मिल रहे हैं via technology and not in person.
Correct. कुछ अलग ही feeling है.
Yes, that's right. So before I actually get into any question answers, I would be happy if you could tell us a little bit of what Mahindra has done for the community during the pandemic. I've seen many posts from Mr. Mahindra. I've seen some posts from Dr. Goenka, but I'll be happy अगर आप एक short में बता दें हमें क्या क्या महिंद्रा ने किया है during this pandemic for the community today.
Sure. Will be my pleasure, Rachit. But सबसे पहले मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि आपका background तो बहुत ही खूबसूरत है. I think
Yes.
I think you live in a high-rise tower with a lovely view in the background. So
Yes.
very nice. That I thought. Let me just comment on that.
Sure.
Coming to the question, Rachit, on what we've done for the community at large. सबसे पहले तो I think most of the viewers would know that the philosophy at Mahindra is all about Mahindra Rise, which means it's not just about the business, but it's also about the community. और ऐसे मौके पे I thought it's the most appropriate thing for Mahindra as a business what we are doing to support the community at large. और जैसे कि आपने पूछा, let me share a few things that we are doing. Most of the people would know that we already have offered, and we are making ventilators, we are making sanitizers, we are making shield masks, we are making face masks. At local level, a very recent development, maybe some of your viewers would have seen the tweet that went out yesterday. There are a lot of people who are returning home, और उनके लिए जो उनकी last mile connectivity जो हो रही है, that's becoming a very very large challenge for them to reach back to their respective villages, districts, tehsils. So more than 200 plus of our dealers at a ground level in states like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Odisha have actually gone out to support the district authorities in whichever way we can. We've offered our help to them. Obviously, a lot of things are happening at the local level, whether it is distribution of food, whether it is supporting them in any particular form. So while we were doing earlier things at a national level by supporting ventilators, sanitizers, face masks, अब हमारा approach जो है, which is now more towards returning people to their houses and trying to support people at a local level to make that journey an easy.
Okay. मेरे ख्याल से it's a great initiative because no one is thinking about that part. सबको यही है कि फिलहाल हम ये कम्युनिटी को कुछ दे के छोड़ दे एंड बता दे हमने ये कर दिया. But I think this actually says a lot about what has been done by the company, and hats off to you and the team who thinks about the community on a bigger level than profit. So I will start off with my questions for the day. One thing that really excited us was the fact that Mahindra has recently started something called as booking online booking platform, and I've heard that this is the most comprehensive platform. Could you tell us ये कैसे सबसे comprehensive क्यों है?
So सबसे पहले तो we just share that not something that we've created in the last 30 or 40 or 50 days. I'm sure you understand that when you create such a comprehensive digital platform, it obviously takes a lot. It takes a lot of time, a lot of back-end work, integration of platforms that need to happen. So this is a journey that we started quite some time back. About date saal, something called SUV.com, the Mahindra SUV.com, which was a digital platform towards browsing, comparing, accessorizing, and doing a token book on our digital platform. After we launched it, we got a lot of feedback from the people who were visiting our platform that while we were ahead of many, people were looking at convenience end to end. How do you ensure that finance मिल जाए, insurance भी मिल जाए, मेरी exchange भी इस platform पे हो जाए, and as a result, they are to get an exchange. We were working on this for about a year, and I think it's the timing was, appropriate that looking at the pandemic and looking at fortunate thing that we talk about such a platform in a current crisis scenario, but it helps in the current situation is that people who are to buy automobiles now, and we are getting very, 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 very encouraging response on this platform, which we Mahindra own online. What is we've got everything on a platform which is of its kind in India. आप browse भी कर सकते हैं, accessorize भी कर सकते हैं. You can DI, which is do it yourself, your entire exchange. You can upload the photo of your old vehicle. You will get an online quote for it. You can do it from that. We've tied up with multi, and we already end-to-end tie up with India and very shortly also, where the customer offer his or her offer letter of finance on the platform, and you can so end to end you are able to do the entire purchase of the vehicle, and it's not just a booking plan. Now this is what makes comprehensive different from most of the other digital platforms in the country, and a first of its kind in terms of a comprehensive end-to-end platform. And we launched this almost about a week, 10 days back, and we've very, very encouraging response platform, whether it is got to do and across the range of products. It's like Bolero and Scorpio.
Wow. And you even mentioned that you can exchange your car, which is fantastic.
So
wow.
you can upload your photographs. We have a very, very good turnaround time where within 60 minutes, that you will get a response back, you will get reports. It's a digital platform that feeds your photograph and the vehicle. Multiple people who bid for it. So there's a lot of digital back-end work of integration that's gone.
Wow. So one more thing, अगर मान लो मेरे पास एक X model की गाड़ी already है, and I am shifting to a Mahindra by purchasing online, I can sell that car also online?
बिल्कुल. This is exactly for that. आपके पास कोई भी brand की second hand है, and you want to take that in to buy a new vehicle, you upload it over here. You can do your transaction of the second hand vehicle.
Wow. So could you tell us कितने bookings आपको approximately आए होंगे on the product, and what is that one product that people have got you can say majority bookings for?
See, it's a little early to talk about bookings given that it's only a week, 10 days initiative. Let me give you some statistics and to get a feel. We've got close to about 50,000 unique visitors that have come in. We've got more than 6,000 leads/inquiries which have matured from over the 50,000 unique visitors to the digital platform. What's interesting is more than 60% of the bookings we have received are from red and orange zones.
Okay.
So it just shows that, while the red and orange zones are in the lockdown period, the people are very keen के जब ये lockdown खुलेगा, social distancing रखनी है, गाड़ियों की, and hence people are actively looking at buying vehicles. And from a modern perspective, very interesting. लोग normally सोचते हैं कि these kind of digital platforms are more a metro phenomena. But what's very interesting, the preference of bookings right now is in the order of Scorpio and 300. So we can see that the pattern of bookings is not just metro, but even from upcountry India.
There's a comment from one of your dealers, Nikunj, who says you've already delivered one car.
Hey, Nikunj, thanks so much for sharing that. Of course, Nikunj is one of our oldest dealers of Mahindra. He is our dealer in Alwar. Nikunj, nice to know that you're on the platform, and thank you for validating all the good work that y'all are helping us with. Thank you so much, Nikunj.
That speaks a lot in terms of that people are looking at things online. That day I was talking to the Maruti head. He also mentioned that 50% of their inquiries have come through the web now. So do you think web will someday be the more important point to touch base customers than just a physical showroom?
Look, the whole discussion about digital has been going on now for a very long time. So in my view, there used to be a role of digital and there used to be a role of the real world. In my view, that role will now become seamless. That's one. Two, irrespective of how much people spend time on the digital, that's exactly why we've created my own line. I think you can undermine the role and responsibility of a dealer because at the end of the day, there are many customers who want a test drive before they buy the vehicle. Most of the customers or every customer after they buy the vehicle need to service them. I think what will happen is that the role of our channel partners and dealers will become more consultative and more personal customers because a lot of the homework, a lot of the transaction paperless part or the touchless part, which I think going forward, in a sense, in many parts of the country, once you start behavior over a period of time, it becomes a habit, right? Dekho, abhi times when we used to walk down and go to the store next door to go and buy things. Today, even for a 200, 300 rupee product, we just want to do it online and want the convenience of hassle-less transaction, paper convenience. So I think while that behavior customer will change, the channel partner will play a very, very important role in fulfilling, making sure that that conversion happens, the delivery happens, contact happens, service of the vehicle. I think what's also very, very important, Rachit, to talk a little bit about is the larger part of India, semi-urban and rural India. Don't forget in India, relationships have a very important role. And when you go to the smaller towns or to go to upcountry places, let me give you the example who's currently on on this platform. He belongs to Alwar. Nikunj and his family has as important a role to the name as much as Mahindra, because there the people know the local who's representing your town, and hence I think that will continue to be a very, very important part of the way people buy vehicle. So digital will have its role to play. Physical will continue to have its role to play. I just guess, in my view, is that will become more seamless as we go forward.
Yes. Actually, that was what exactly was my question. That would digital and would be a crucial part in getting leads in the future and connected to as one pair. So yeah.
What's going to be important is how would automobile manufacturers create digital platforms which are omni-channel, which means if a customer was on my platform and the dealership, before the customer reaches the dealership, the dealer must know everything about what page that person has seen, which model, which variant, so that when the customer comes there, you don't start from you immediately know that X is already looking for this, and you build the conversation other than the the classical traditional way where it used to be आपको कौन सी गाड़ी चाहिए, आपका budget क्या है. I think part is going to move, and the role of will aid a seamless transition and a transaction between what I now call, you know, it used to be B to B to C, which is business to customer, which is the automobile manufacturer, the dealer, and then the customer. I think it's going to be B to C. The dealer and the company or the OE will fold into one, and that will be a seamless that will happen with the customer. That to me is going to be a real winning proposition as we go forward in terms of how we will service the customer.
Wow, that talks a lot about it. Okay, since deliveries have already started, there are people who are worried that should I go and take the delivery if there's something wrong. What are the steps taken to ensure that a person can either test drive a car or take a delivery of his vehicle?
I was hoping that I would be able to finish my tweet before I got onto your show, but unfortunately, I was not able to get a video less than 1.5 minutes to make it, for me to be able to load it on Twitter. But I am just so heartened to see channel partners and dealers, the way they are following protocol. There obviously is an SOP that Mahindra as an organization has put out to its partners, which includes entire sanitization of the vehicle, be it for a test drive or be it for a vehicle that comes for service, including fogging the vehicle. All of that is done in front of so that the customer has the confidence that it's some sanitization of a cloth that has been moved on the vehicle, proper covers that go on the steering wheel, the gear lever knob, the seat, so that any surface that is touched or the body rests upon, all of that is sanitized as a part of the test drive process, including the door handle. And like I said, in the case of service, it's including fumigating the vehicle before returning it back to the customer. Of course, needless to say, social distance norms are being maintained. So, we are very, very happy to see the way it has been rolled out and the way it has been adopted to so quickly by all our dealers.
Wow.
So any customer who now wants to go out and even wants to visit a Mahindra dealership for sales or service can be rest assured that fearlessly they can be there and not worry about what may happen.
Okay. So now with things moving slowly to be better to normal, you think would it be a good time for any brand to come up with new products in this given span of few months, considering the fact that everything is not completely open, or would that actually spike up things and add more business to the brand today?
Yeah, look, it's a tricky question, and of course, while every brand has their manufacturer will have plans of bringing their in, I think one has to wait a little for the timing to be right. One is from an overall environment point of view, because there are still many parts of the country lockdown. There are still some containment zones. There are still quite a few red zones. Obviously, that does have an impact on demand, right? That's one. Two, I think obviously the Honorable Prime Minister has done a lot in terms of rolling out the support package that the Finance Minister announced. But we all are waiting to see how it comes out in a phased manner, because right now the approach has been to support the larger masses in terms of the basic livelihood situation that most of them are going through. I think we need to wait and see that what kind of support comes out more to support and build demand. And unless and until we see some of that come in to get the wheels as I would say, to turn industry, it would be, at least we would see all of that or bring in our new products for this financial year.
Okay, so one last question before we end this session is, what is that one product that has started to do well post the lockdown? I'm just trying to understand people's curiosity towards, what kind of budgets are they looking at or how much are they spending today?
So, there are a couple of things I went on this, and if you don't mind, I'd like to give you a slightly elaborated answer on this one, because there are a couple of things hold into this question. And so firstly, let's say from a demand, but we are clearly core of our products. First and foremost, the higher demand is commercial vehicle side, small commercial vehicle part of our business at the moment, and rightfully so, because right now all the focus is on movement of goods, whether it's fruits, vegetables, over short distances. So clearly we're seeing a good demand on the Bolero pickup. Besides that, on the SUV, we're seeing some very good traction demand in on Scorpio, Bolero, and the XUV3. Scorpio, Bolero, as I mentioned to you earlier, the rural part of India, still the wheels are turning there, because as you all know, it is season time. So good demand for tractors, farmers there, mandis are open. Government has recently announced a lot to support in terms of even re-looking at structural policies on farmers where they can sell produce so that they are able to realize the maximum profit for the crops that they grow. Hence, we are seeing good Bolero and Scorpio. And of course, as I did, XUV, which is largely across both metro and semi India. The second part that I want to talk about is, while we did talk about launching of new models, I would want to talk a little bit about the importance of what Mahindra is doing to stir demand. And while right now most people are going to consider minimizing their investment to buy vehicles, obviously because they need to be secured about their income flow, we had launched the subscription model a couple of months back, about 6 months ago. And when we did it, we knew it was a product, a financial product, which was a little ahead of its times. But again, just like own online, which is something we had a year back and we are seeing today, subscription is something I think we'll see great benefit going forward, because it allows the customer to buy, for example, not buy, but experience an XUV3 for as low as 24,000-25,000 rupees, which includes a comprehensive maintenance and service plan. So what it means is, while people are not very sure about the income flow for them, the subscription model allows them to use the vehicle, and it's pay as you use. And over time, when the income flows start becoming more regular, it allows the person to then convert that asset into his or her name. So, in my view, while right now we are seeing higher demand in commercial vehicle, and I said in upcountry India through Bolero and Scorpio and also XUV300, I think products like leasing, subscription, a host of finance options that we launched for our customers, which is, deferring the initial EMIs, balloon payment options, all of this will actually help play out to stir and build some of that demand going forward. So we know that, look, it's very unfortunate, and I think for the first time in the history of all of us, this generation who's in the automobile industry, and I'm not very young, but the first time the industry has seen such sudden breaks being applied on the demand and supply side. But I think some of this will really help play out as we go forward for the demand to kick in a big way sooner than. So I'm pretty.
Okay, so before I end the session, I'll just take one question from the audience, and it's been by most of them is basically they're looking at a petrol version of Mahindra cars today, or maybe in the near future. And since the difference in petrol and diesel abhi change ho gaya hai, I mean the BS6 has come in, the prices have increased for diesel engines and the fuel. So does it make sense to have a petrol across the portfolio?
Yes. So thank you for asking that question. इस time जो Greater Noida में जो हुआ at the start of this year in the month of February, we had displayed an entire range of future generation petrol engines. Firstly, we already have a very, very good gasoline engine, which is already on the XUV 300. And more than 60% of the sales, more than 50% of the sales of the XUV 300 today is gasoline. And we have a world-class train on the XUV 300. As we go forward, whether it is the new Thar that we will launch, or the new Scorpio that will come in, or the new XUV 500 that come in, they will all have all powertrains of diesel, gasoline, and it will be in multiple capacities ranging from 1.2 to 1.5 to 2. So we have fully planned for all our products to be powered both by diesel and gasoline, and with absolute class technology.
Wow, that speaks a lot. Thank you, Vijay, for your time with us. Half an hour was really useful, not just for me, for our audience also. This video will go down as IGTV later even on YouTube, so it will go across to everyone whom we can share it on. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being on your show. Take care.
Thank you. You too. Bye.